Hi all, welcome to the Daily Current Affairs by Ekam IAS. So today on 18th July 2019, our topics are Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Protsahan Yojana, then National Medical Commission, International Solar Alliance, then Interpol and Map-aided Program and Prelims Question Revision Series. So our first topic, that is Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Protsahan Yojana. So the news is that the total number of employees benefited under this PMRPY, that is Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Protsahan Yojana, from 1/4/2016 to 31/3/2019, it is 1.18 crore. Okay, this is the news. So about this PMRPY, we know it is the flagship scheme of the central government for employment generation. Okay, and so we can say that it has been designed to incentivize employers for the generation of new employment. And it was announced on August 7, 2016 and was implemented by the Ministry of Labour and Employment through the EPFO. EPFO means Employees Provident Fund Organization. Clear? So you have to note that under this scheme, the government itself is paying full employers' contribution of 12%. That means towards employers' provident fund and also employees' pension scheme, both for these for a period of 3 years. Okay, and in respect of the new employees who have been registered with the EPFO on or after 1st April 2016 with a salary up to 15,000 per month. Okay, that is the details. Then we can say one more peculiarity is there. The entire system, it is online and Aadhaar based with no human interface in the implementation of the scheme. Okay, that is another peculiarity. And the terminal date for registration of the beneficiaries through an establishment under this PMRPY, it is March 31, 2019. Okay, so then so you have to note this date, that is March 31st, 2019. Okay, and PMRPY, it has got dual benefit. First, as I said, the employer, he or she will be incentivized for increasing the employee base in the establishment through a payment of EPF contribution of how much? 12% wage, which otherwise would have been borne by the employer. Clear? And the second one, a direct benefit, or we can say a direct benefit is that these workers, okay, these workers, they have access to social security benefit through provident fund, then pension and death linked insurance. Okay, that is also another benefit. Clear? Then that's all. Our second topic, it is National Medical Commission. So the news is that the Union Cabinet cleared the bill to set up the NMC. NMC means National Medical Commission. So we know the NMC, they will have responsibilities such as approving and also assessing the medical colleges, then conducting common MPBS entrance and exit examinations and regulating course fees. Okay, this is the news. So we know the National Medical Commission Bill 2019 proposes to repeal the Indian Medical Council Act of 1956. Okay, so the NMC will replace the MCI. MCI means Medical Council of India, which was dissolved in 2010 following the corruption charges. Okay, that's about the bill. And I'll tell the features of the bill. The first one is the composition. So it provides for a 25-member National Medical Commission to regulate medical education in the country, and about the separate boards, it will have separate boards. That means it will have 4 separate boards overseeing the functions. They are, first one is MARB, that is the Medical Assessment and Rating Board, then the Undergraduate Medical Education and Postgraduate Medical Education and Ethics and Medical Registration Board. Okay, so talking about the structure, that it is having a hybrid structure, we can say. So the difference is that compared to the MCA, we know MCA, it is a primarily elected body with nominees from the state center. But on the other hand, the NMC, it will be having a hybrid structure with a few non-medical members and also primacy for selected members. Okay, that is about this hybrid structure. And a medical advisory council. So the bill envisages a government constituted 64-member medical advisory council to act as the primary platform for states in order to give their views and also raise concerns related to the medical education. Okay, so please note the autonomous boards, they will be under the state medical council, and also the strength of the autonomous boards under the state medical council, it has been increased from 3 to 5, that means including 2 part-time members. Okay, that's about this medical advisory council. And about the regulation of fees, we know the NMC will regulate fees and also all other charges for 50% seats in the private medical colleges and also deemed universities. Okay, so the Medical Assessment and Rating Board, that means the MARB, under this NMC, under this NMC, they will assess the medical colleges and also they will develop a system for ranking. Okay, that's about this regulation of fees. So, then another term, that is about the exit exam. We know the medical graduates, simply we can say they have to pass through a common exit exam before practicing or pursuing their PG courses. Okay, so the common final year MBBS exam, they will now be known as the NEXT, that is National Exit Test. And its aim is to, we can say its aim is to start medical practice or even to seek admission to PG medical courses, or even it acts as a screening test for foreign medical graduates. Okay, that's about this exit exam. And about less red tape, we can say the earlier the medical colleges, they required the MCI's approval for establishment, then even for recognition and also for renewal of recognition, and even to increase the number of students they admitted. But under this new bill, the powers of the regulator, they are reduced to establishment and recognition. Okay, that's the main thing. Clear? Then our next topic, that is International Solar Alliance. So the news is that Palau, it became the 76th country to sign the International Solar Alliance Framework. That means ISA Framework Agreement, which till date it has been ratified by a total number of 54 of the 76 countries. Okay, so that is the news. So about this ISA, that is International Solar Alliance, we know it's a coalition of solar resource, meaning solar resource rich countries lying fully, or we can say lying partially between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn to specifically address energy needs by harnessing the solar energy. Okay, that is the International Solar Alliance. And this alliance, it is a treaty-based intergovernmental organization, and we can say it's a major global initiative for contributing to the implementation of the Paris Climate Agreement through rapid and massive deployment of solar energy. Okay, so another thing that you have to note is that the countries which do not fall within the tropics, what they do? They can join the alliance and also they can enjoy the benefits as the other members with the exception of voting rights. Okay, that point you have to remember. And it aims to deploy over 1000 gigawatt of solar energy and mobilize more than USD 1000 billion into solar power by 2030. Okay, that's it. That is its main aim. And we know the ISA, it is headquartered in India, and it has its secretariat located in the campus of National Institute of Solar Energy. Where it is located? It's located in Gurugram in Haryana. Okay. Then, so about this ISA, we know this ISA, it's an Indian initiative jointly launched by the India and the France in 2015 on the sidelines of COP21, that is a UN climate conference in Paris. Okay, so you have to remember it's a joint initiative launched by India and France in 2015. And the agreement was opened for signature during the COP22 at the Marrakesh on November 15, 2016. And the first assembly of ISA, it was held in New Delhi in October 2018. You know that. And the members, they take coordinated actions through programs and also the activities launched on a voluntary basis. Okay, so at first, 3 programs have been launched. That is the scaling solar appliance for agriculture use, then affordable finance at scale, and also scaling solar mini grids. These are the 3 programs that have been launched. So what happens is that in addition to the existing 3 programs, the ISA they has initiated plans to launch 2 more programs, that is scaling solar rooftops and also scaling solar e-mobility and storage. These are the additional 2 programs launched. Clear? So further, this ISA they has also been developing a CRM, that is a common risk mitigating mechanism, that is a CRM, for de-risking and also to reduce the financial cost of solar projects in the ISA member countries. So you have to remember about this CRM. Okay, and another initiative is the establishment of Digital Infopedia, and the aim is that this Digital Infopedia, which will serve as a platform to enable policy makers in order to interact and also to collaborate with one another. Okay, that is another thing. So first you have to remember about CRM and also Digital Infopedia. And another thing that is that it will not duplicate or it will not replicate the efforts made by International Renewable Energy Agency, then Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency Partnership, then we can say International Energy Agency, then Renewable Energy Policy Network for the 21st century, that is REN21, etc. that are currently engaged. Okay, so it will not duplicate or it will not replicate the efforts of these organizations. Clear? Then our next topic, that is Interpol. So the news is that based on the red corner notices, 27 accused persons extradited to India till 1st April 2019. I'll tell what is this red notice. And first we can see the background of the news. That is the red notice. We know that it is issued by the Interpol and it is meant to facilitate quick location and also arrest of a person abroad and providing the information to the national agency or even to the authority on whose request this notice was issued. Okay, so the thing you have to notice that the red notice, it is not a prerequisite for, and it may not necessarily lead to the extradition of a fugitive offender for which there is a separate legal process to be followed. That you have to remember. Okay. So about Interpol, we know that the Interpol, it is a global police cooperation agency, and you have to remember that it is a non-governmental organization, and its work mainly focuses on a public safety and also battling terrorism, then crimes, then war crimes, environmental crimes, then genocides, etc. Okay, then, and it was established as the International Criminal Police Commission in 1923. And we know its headquarters, it is located in Lyon in France, and it is the second largest international organization after the UN in terms of international representation with 190 member countries. Okay, that's about this Interpol. And here we can see notice issued by the Interpol. So I've already discussed about red notice. Red notice means to seek the location and arrest of wanted person with a view of extradition or similar lawful action. Okay. Similarly, there are yellow notice, orange notice, green notice, etc. Okay. So, please note what is the notice color and also its purpose or its meaning. Clear? Then, today in map aided program, we will be continuing with the major crops in India, and today we will be dealing with coffee. So, we know in 2008, India produced 3.2% of the world coffee production. And Indian coffee, it is known in the world for its good quality, and we know the main varieties of coffee, they are Arabica and Robusta. Okay, so this Arabica variety, it is brought from Yemen, and it is produced in the country, and this variety, it is in great demand all over the world. Okay, and initially we know its cultivation, it was introduced on the Baba Budan Hills, and even today its cultivation is confined to the Nilgiri in Karnataka, then Kerala and to Tamil Nadu. Okay. So, the coffee, we know it needs hot and also humid climate with temperature varying between 15 degrees Celsius and 28 degrees Celsius, and it is generally grown under shady trees. Okay. And you have to note that strong sunshine, then even high temperature, that means high temperature above 30 degrees Celsius, then even frost, snowfall, they are harmful for coffee cultivation. Okay. And also please note that this dry weather, it is necessary at the time of ripening of the berries. Okay, so it's required a stipulated climatic condition. And this rainfall between 150 to 250 centimeter, it is favorable for coffee cultivation. And if you ask for the soil, then well drained, then a rich, friable, loamy soil with presence of humus and minerals, they are ideal for coffee cultivation. And we also know coffee, it needs cheap and skilled labor, and the major coffee producing states of India, they are Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Clear? So, in the last class we were discussing with tea. So, I asked you to find out whether the tea research center is located. So, we know the tea research center, it is located in Tokle, it is located in Assam. Okay, so the tea research center is located in Tokle in Assam. So, today your question is, please find where the Central Coffee Research Institute is located. Okay, so in this map you can see the coffee producing states. Okay, so these are the coffee producing states in India. Then, today in Prelims question revision series, our question is, which one of the following pairs of islands is separated from each other by the 10-degree channel? And your options: A, Andaman and Nicobar, B, Nicobar and Sumatra, C, Maldives and Lakshadweep, and D, Sumatra and Java. Okay, this is the question. Actually, it's a very direct question. You can find the answer from, if you read NCERT properly, it's a very direct question. So, we know that the entire group of islands, we can divide it into two broad categories. That is Andaman in the north and Nicobar in the south. And they are separated by a water body which is called as this 10-degree channel. So, you have to remember this 10-degree channel separates the South Andaman and Car Nicobar in the Bay of Bengal. Okay, and the two sets of islands together they form the Indian Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay, so here you can see the 10-degree channel. Okay, so you know our answer is Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, so our answer is A, that is Andaman and Nicobar. So that's all for today's session. If you have any doubts, please comment it in the comment box, and thank you for listening.